Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity looks great, and it should. It's a prequel to one of the most popular games of all time. It expands the story of the Great Calamity 100 years before Breath of the Wild, and I, for one, am hyped for this game. The art style looks spot on, the gameplay looks fast and fun, the development team who worked on Breath of the Wild are working with the development team on Age of Calamity, and I need a new game to play on my Nintendo Switch. Since I am so hyped, I wanted to share some of the things I am hoping for in this upcoming game. Consider this another wish list like the one I made for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And so, without further delay, allow me to tell you my wish list for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Also, as a side note, and also a little bit of a delay, I am aware that there is now a demo out for this game, but I wrote most of the script before the demo dropped, so for the sake of my own sanity, I'm going to mostly keep it the way I had before, because I still think my list has some wishes that haven't been addressed yet. Anyways, back to the video. A good standalone game shouldn't need any additional games in order to get into that series. Yes, it is fun seeing all sorts of Easter eggs to other games, but that doesn't mean the game will be enjoyable for general players. The best games don't need any additional games in order to get into the series. And this is what Age of Calamity needs to do. It needs to be a game that stands on its own legs and can lead players to seek out other games in the Warriors series. This one is big for me because I've never played one of the Warriors games before. I've seen gameplay of the previous games, but I've never played any of them. Hopefully this game will be a launchpad for people who want to get into the Warriors series, and maybe even the Legend of Zelda series. It should be fun and engaging, and playing as the Divine Beast will most certainly be fun. However, being a launchpad isn't the only thing this game could do for the Legend of Zelda series. Hyrule Warriors is a prequel to Breath of the Wild, but that doesn't mean they can't help build up the sequel in the process. Fans have been clamoring for even hypothetical names for the upcoming sequel since it was announced to be in production in 2019. Because of this, fans of Breath of the Wild will be looking towards this game for any small hints in order to fuel theories and discussions about the anticipated sequel. There are so many things they could do to tease Breath of the Wild sequel, which have rumored names of Dark Tombs and Breath of Evil, unused game mechanics, buried ruins or Zonai ruins, and much more. However, while it would be endlessly fun to have all that guiltless fan service, teasing Breath of the Wild sequel should be one of their lowest priorities. Focusing on a different game will hinder and hurt the quality of the game they're selling. In the meantime, they should just try building up their own game. Breath of the Wild established some great characters from 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild. Revali, Robbie, Impa, the King of Hyrule, Daruk, Mipha, Urbosa, and many more. These characters on their own could drive the story and gameplay along just fine. But it wouldn't be as good as it could be. Everybody already knows the story of what happened during the Great Calamity. The solution to this problem? Introduce new and lovable characters. Age of Calamity appears to be doing this already by introducing new members of the Yiga clan, and maybe others. And they shouldn't stop there. Create new characters in the Rito clan, the Gorons, the Gerudo, and most of all, the Sheikah tribe. Prove that time actually matters in Hyrule, since all these characters have survived for the past 100 years. Seriously, how have 3 Sheikah characters lived for over 100 years? Do they have some sort of wonder medicine that keeps people alive beyond their normal lifespan? Yeah, the history in the Legend of Zelda series is a mess, so please clean that up. Speaking of history, the Legend of Zelda has had an interesting development history, if you want to hear about them. Are you ready for a history lesson? Because here comes one. Monolith Soft is one of Nintendo's best development companies. They've worked on dozens of Nintendo games, and have even made some of their own, such as the Xenoblade Chronicles series. They've worked on Splatoon, Animal Crossing, the Legend of Zelda series. Monolith Soft's first outing into the Legend of Zelda series was when they created the art style for Skyward Sword. Then they worked on A Link Between Worlds. Monolith Soft then went on to develop the topographical design in Breath of the Wild, and it ended up being amazing. There's so many locations that could be used from the map that Monolith Soft made and converted into battlegrounds. The ancient lab ruins in particular would be one awesome war zone. The Colosseum ruins would be an awesome boss rush, and I would love to see the giant tree collapse on the Great Plateau. Yeah, that one. While it would be fun to see all these locations, the team developing Age of Calamity can go a step further with their upcoming game. When it comes to entertainment, writers can do many things, like create a story. They can create boring character arcs, mindless action, flat plot lines, and a good world building. Emphasis on the good part. In all seriousness, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity should take this advantage to explore Hyrule before all those buildings became decimated 100 years ago. I'm of course talking about the world building. Age of Calamity has all the chances to take advantage of this. Restoring the decimated buildings is a good start. Castletown, Akala Fortress, the Ranch Ruins, the Great Plateau, all can be excellent places to restore and breathe life into with new characters. Give us unique side missions showing the conflicts plaguing Hyrule and even the lands beyond. Create new stories to expand the history of the land and foreshadow future events, only subtly. Saying those words made me realize how insane my wishlist is. However, the last time I made one of these episodes, it turned out quite well. Almost everything that I asked for in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition came true, so is it so bad to hope that these things will come true? Speaking of hopes, what do you hope for this upcoming game? Tell me in the comments, and after that, please share this video, or like, or subscribe, whatever you please. Anyways, have a good day, and bye.